Hey, Becky, great to see you. The administration making several important changes to the program to increase access for smaller companies that may have been excluded from aid last year. The efforts are tailored to reach America's smallest businesses and those owned by minority entrepreneurs. That's a pledge that President Biden made when taking office. First, starting on Wednesday, there's going to be a 2-week window for businesses with 20 employees or fewer to exclusively apply for PPP to ensure that they're not being crowded out by larger companies. There's also going to be changes to how much aid the self-employed and sole proprietors can be eligible for in this round. That's an important tweak, as about 70% of sole proprietorships are owned by women and minorities. There will also be $1 billion set aside for sole proprietors in low and moderate income areas. Those who have non-fraud related prior felony arrest or convictions will be able to access the PPP, as will those who are delinquent on their federal student loans. Finally, legal U.S. residents who are not citizens like green card holders will be able to apply for aid with these changes. Administration officials, like many Main Street advocates, have argued that PPP alone won't be enough to save small businesses, urging Congress to pass the American Rescue Plan, which has about $60 billion in aid for struggling companies. In this latest PPP round, $284 billion was allocated and about $144 billion remains. A challenge, though, Becky, will be outreach to businesses that may have been turned away or missed out on aid to get them to come back and apply as these changes take place. Back over to you.
Hey, Kate, I have a question for you, and this is something that I haven't really been able to get straight as I've been hearing some of this reporting through the day. I know that this time around you have to say that you were hurt by at least something like 25% taking a hit to your revenue year over year. Is that this year over last year? Are we talking last year over the year before? Because pretty soon you're going to be coming up against the comps when you were already in COVID. So you may have been hurt pretty hard by March of 2019. If you're doing a year later, I don't know that it's going to show 25%.
Those are for the second draw PPP loans. You had to have shown that 25% decline from current times to pre-COVID times. So that's something that a lot of people wanted to see included to make sure that truly struggling small businesses were eligible and were the ones that wound up getting this aid. The good news, Becky, is that we're seeing smaller companies going particularly for first draw loans. We got some new data this morning that showed first draw loan applications in this now third round of PPP were average loan size of about $21,000. So that means really small companies are actually going for aid this time around, which is important. Second draw PPP loans a little bit higher, closer to about $100,000 in average loan size.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.